Holy fuck.
What's up, man?
How the fuck do you not even know who I was? Why did I have to tell you who I was on Twitter? Who the hell do you think you was talking? Like, who do you think you've been talking to this whole time?
No, I knew it was you. I just didn't remember your name. I mean, that's been like...
Oh, that's so weird, bro. How do you not remember my name? I'm literally named after you. It was your fucking Xbox, like, location and motto said the fame.
Yeah. So I forgot I'm an asshole.
Jesus, I'm named after you and fucking... It was literally, I got mad jokes. Fucking little baby Helix. How do you not forget little baby Helix with the little voice?
There were so many people running around. How was I supposed to keep up with it all?
Who the fuck was named Helix and Fame?
You.
Me. How the hell you forget that? I remember your ass. You don't even remember me. That's fucked up.
Sorry, I love you.
All right.
I mean, I remember you.
Yeah, I was a little kid that was attached to your nutsack. Wait, that sounds so fucked up. Hold on. All right. All right, hold on. Let me rephrase that. All right, I'm waiting on these motherfuckers getting here. If they can get in here. Oh my god, my phone's about to die. Yeah, quick fucking
What?
They're fucking deleting the app and re-downloading it because there's an issue. So let me fucking put my phone on charge. Oh wait. Yeah, that was hilarious though. Fucking we'll get into it, but that's
so
hilarious.
I thought that honest to God, I thought that because I think Callie had mentioned he wasn't on there either. And so I was just asking for, what all gamer tags.
Bro, you've literally tried to put me in the Hall of Fame like 4 times. Like, I don't know if you realize this, but like right before United breaks off, fucking, you were going to add me then, okay? Right before United broke off. And then, fucking, I was bitching when BT was in power, and you told him to add me, and they were going to add me, but then JT overthrew his ass.
I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why they won't.
I know why. It's because a bunch of motherfuckers that don't do jack shit, just sitting around want to judge other people that did jack shit.
I don't even know who's in control over there anymore. I don't even know what the website looks like.
That's your homegirl, Jasmine.
Jasmine.
That's your homegirl, man. The one that leaves every 2.5 years and hits you and then comes back.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about. I can't remember her name. It's been so long.
Miss Aries or some shit?
Yeah, well, that was one of them, but she went in the Navy or something.
Yep, she's in the Navy. Now she's doing a whole big charity thing.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, dude. They're fucking... I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of a dick to Victory. I told him that fucking he should stay as far away from charity as humanly possible.
We had some pretty good... We had charitygamers.com. We had some success with that, but in the end, it was, we stole from charity, apparently. It was everything we did, people was just always down us and telling lies.
Well, I mean, my big thing is, like, I know for a fact, I mean, it's pretty obvious what she's doing. She's getting everyone to join her charity server so she can funnel all the members out of here or out of there. We're not starting, by the way. This ain't going to be in there. But fucking funnel all the people fucking out of the KSI server into her little charity server, and then she's going to hit it again like she always does.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, it's what they always do. I mean, it's literally what they always do, but I'm so glad
that kind of stuff still goes on. I thought that everybody was peaceful now.
Bro, it is, but it's little things like the fucking Hall of Fame shit that's immensely annoying, right? So it's like, look, it's undeniable. Like, let's be real. Like, I joined officially, and like I joined several times and got kicked out for being a little kid, but I officially joined and found my forever home, well, until it got shut down, in Triple Helix in November 2008. Now, you tell me how many motherfuckers did this from November 2008 to fucking January 2010 when you promoted me to the board. Literally, go on your other Twitter. Just go on Twitter and look up KSI space Helix space 7. You'll find a tweet from your Twitter promoting me to CIO and senior director. How many motherfuckers in that short amount of time who that are under the age of 15, by the way, I did all this before my fucking nuts dropped. Okay? Made it from fucking private and TH that shut down, by the way, all the way to CIO, chief of productions, fucking following you around, recording all your shit, fucking senior director, all that shit, ran the KSI YouTube channel, literally split double helix and remade triple helix, right? How many motherfuckers do that shit in that short amount of time? That's under 2 years, Bill. That I made your whole system.
JT, Mike, and Lyndon.
Exactly.
But Lyndon,
how many under the age of 15?
Lyndon was never good at building clans, but he was good at everything else he touched.
How many under the age of 15?
Not many. You guys did good.
And I don't understand how that, like, that's in history. Like, you can walk up to any random motherfucker and be like, hey, did he do this? And they're going to be like, yeah. But there's a panel that's done less than, like, to be real, I'm just going to be honest. Imagine my anger when there's a panel of people that have done less than I deciding if I get to join them alongside the Hall of Fame. Is that not mind-blowing? And I don't mean to suck my own dick, but low-key. And then let's not even discuss fucking after KSI. Like, I didn't even want to leave, first of all. KSI United literally happened, and you fucking vanished, okay? And fucking Sanders and Ray's Drake and all them were having a fucking cock size up on the board, and I fucking hit you up. I don't even know if you remember this. I hit you up, and I was like, hey, bro, what should I do? And you're like, fuck it, make your own clan. I don't know what the fuck, why you said that, but I was like, okay, man, I will. And I fucking made my own fucking clan. And then the whole time, for a decade, literally the past decade, I have done nothing but credit KSI for my success, be supportive, and talk not one bad thing. I was there for BT. I was there for Cali. I was there for all these fucking people. And apparently, because I want to fucking my name on an imaginary list, like fucking just to be honored slightly, I like it's the end of the fucking world.
Yeah, I expressed that today. I mentioned the fact that it hadn't been, it should be recognized because you were there you grew up there.
I fucking, like, dude, and then, like, this, dude, like I said, like, I should be seen as a fucking success story because look how many motherfuckers fail that use the blueprint that just can't use it right. You know what I mean? And that's where my perspective is. I feel like damn near I should be fucking on the front page as a fucking success story or some shit, not fucking treated like I'm some fucking scumbag piece of shit.
Dude, I'm really sorry that you feel that way.
Yeah. I know. Well, anyways.
Corey, put your phone on Do Not Disturb.
I done did that. Everyone put your phones on Do Not Disturb the podcast. Fucking for some reason, if you get a call or a text or some crazy shit, it just goes ape shit.
Yeah. Notice if it kicks you out of here, just click on the link that you came in here on and it'll bring you right back. But if you do anything to your phone during this, it'll remove you.
Okay.
All right. Shit, I was going in already.
I fucking come in here and heard you, and here I am trying to fucking.
I was pissed. I'm just expressing my feelings.
Well, publish it all. I mean, from the start of it. Don't change anything.
I mean, that's pretty much how we go. But that's pretty much how we go. Fuck it. I mean, I already started. So
listen, I want to talk about me getting in the KSI Hall of Fame.
Who is
TSB TERRORCODE.
Oh, what's up, man?
What's up, dude? How you been doing?
You know, can't get to a beach right now.
That's no shit. You know, I
don't get to go to like next Friday. And so my wife and I was on a cruise when all this COVID bullshit started. Luckily we made it home and we haven't been able to get out of the country.
Yeah, I had
until next Friday.
I was supposed to be in Hawaii for 9 days and just supposed to return home Tuesday. So I understand.
Yeah. So was you able to get everything switched around, or?
Hell no. United Airlines won't give me my money back. I mean, they said they'll give me credit. You know, all these people are giving me credit, you know, for this shit.
Yeah, that don't really help.
No. I mean, it's not. I mean, obviously I like money. I mean, you can always use the money, but I paid for this shit a year ago. So what's going to happen is, you know, in 3 months, they're going to open this shit up and double the fucking prices and make me pay even more for a trip I've already paid for.
Yeah, just to get to Florida. I mean, the prices are double right now.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Let me introduce everyone real quick.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
So,
have you listened to any of our podcasts?
No. Sorry, man. I didn't even know about this app until you told me about it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Well, let's introduce everyone, Terrico. Go ahead and run through everybody.
I'm KSI7. Created KSI. Sorry, guys.
Crater. All right. TSB TERRORCODE just left the lobby, so we'll have to invite him back up in here. Give me a second.
He got a text and it threw him out.
Probably, dude. This app is buggy, but I'm telling you, it's so convenient because once you're done recording, it uploads it straight to like Spotify and like 100 other platforms, essentially, instantly. So it's super convenient. The only thing I have to do is download the audio and upload it to YouTube.
I touched my phone.
Oh
yeah, that's what I said when you were going. I said you probably got a text.
Yeah.
Well, that's KSI 77, the KSI Crater. Crater, one of them. TSB TERRORCODE, go ahead and introduce yourself real quick.
TSB TERRORCODE, creator of TSB. Have you listened to any of our podcasts yet? Not.
No, I'm so far away from this world. I really haven't.
My daughter's here. She's having some sinus issues. She does. She asks the questions. So the way the format's going to go is she'll ask the question. You get, because you're the guest, you get to answer first, and then Corey and I will speak after that.
All right, that's cool.
So, the very first guest we had, by the way, was Dead Meat. So
yeah, I heard. How is he? How is Meat?
He went pretty good, man. But just he disconnected at the end. But just make sure that you don't watch those podcasts because it'll probably hurt me from getting in the Hall of Fame for sure. Because I talked mad shit. I was pissed. I was pissed, bro. I have been so salty for like a month. I'm not gonna lie. But
I'll keep talking to him. I don't really have any contacts over there anymore. I just, kind of like vanished one day.
Well, like, here's my thing, my perspective of it, right? Is like more so than anything else. It's just, look, this whole team of people come back and they're talking about making all these positive changes and doing all this positive shit. But it really bothers me when something as simple as recognizing the people that helped get it to, even ever in any time in history, like that, getting those people recognized is a struggle. But with all these big ambitious goals and etc., you would think that something as simple as honoring the people that did the work and all that shit would be easy. You know what I mean?
Imagine what it was like for me to have to sit there for 3 or 4 days and figure out who all needed to be on the list. I thought you was on the list.
You was going to, but United made, dude.
I feel like that I put you on the list.
You literally sit in a party 3 days before United happened, and you said that I was going to be on it, and some other guy that was in the party with me was going to be on it, and fucking you were in the process of updating when all that shit happened. So, I mean,
it was updated. I remember. I feel like that it was Mike who did it.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. But motherfuckers never really liked me anyways because I was a little ass kid. But
you came from like Ghost and Dallas's crew, right?
Hell no, man. I came I started in Carbon TH officially. And then Carbon
TH.
Helix
up. I remember that. Helix was like, when everything else would fail, you could count on it.
Yeah. TH fell, dude. And I got transferred into Double Helix. And you remember a girl named KSI Booty Baby 21?
Man, I'm trouble with names.
I know, man. But you told her to go to a division called SX. And that motherfucker was called Slackaholics.
Was it?
Yeah. Slackaholics. And this bitch was the co-founder in TH, and she convinced me to go over there. I went over there, split a squad, and became co-founder, transferred back to Double Helix, made it to division leader, and then split that and remade Triple Helix my home division. So that's what happened there.
Is that how you come up to your gamer tag, the cute little Helix name you had?
Yeah, dude, I was Helix, dude, because I brought back Triple Helix, and then after that I took the name Helix.
It got hit at some point, and he hands down took it from nothing and brought it back up.
I think you remember who hit it? Shadow Wolf BW.
Like crazy. He said he wouldn't give up, and he didn't.
I know. You remember Shadow Wolf BW? The Wolf Pack, that guy that claimed his dad was like fucking some old clan person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I kind of remember that.
Yeah, Jonathan Langford.
Is he the one that like kept hitting us all the time?
Yeah, Shadow Wolf BW, Wolfpack,
Yeah.
Black Wolves.
Yeah, dude. He tried to add me on Snapchat again today, but all he posts is videos of him and his boyfriend sucking each other's dicks.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Shit, that sounds like my Snapchat.
You guys all here.
All right, Landry, go ahead. What questions you got?
All right, I got to do the intro. Hey, guys. Welcome back to the Creators Corner podcast. I'm here with host TSB TERRORCODE and Mr XGN on our sprawling, overgrown half-acre with special guest KSI 7EN.
Damn.
How you doing?
Her allergies are fucked up because the hurricane's coming in and shit. Everything's crazy.
And the first question we have for you, Mr. 7EN, is how was KSI started?
Well, we actually started out as MFG. Myself and a gentleman by the name of Cyrus was in a clan that was motherfucking gangsters. And we met Dead Meat, and he had this amazing server. And we sat around and talked about it for a little while, and we switched over to Killing Service Incorporated. We used his servers because he worked a lot, and built KSI on clans back then were 6 or 7 people. Our goal was to bring as many people in as we could, and it just kept growing like a plague.
So I didn't even know that part. I didn't know you and Cyrus started out together. Cyrus is a chill dude.
Yeah, where's he at? I haven't heard anything about him.
I have not.
Dead
Meat has talked to him. Dead Meat was our first guest on here, and he's actually had contact with Cyrus. But I always liked the shit out of Cyrus.
Yeah, he was awesome. He was a lot of fun. He was hanging out, like, when we were KSI, he was hanging out with some, like, Ricky Smiley and Dave Chappelle. They played Xbox, and he was hanging out with them. So I got to beat those people because of him.
Yeah.
Damn, you hung out with Dave Chappelle?
Yeah, he didn't really say much. I think he was high.
Yeah.
He didn't talk a lot, but Ricky Smiley, he always told me that he had these hot dog stands in South Carolina and North Carolina. I don't know. I guess he was practicing for his radio show.
Bro, Dave Chappelle was actually our third guest, and he said you were high.
Who?
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, me and him was getting high.
Everybody was high back then.
Imagine if Dave Chappelle really came on our damn show. That'd be crazy.
He was. He didn't say much. I mean, when he would play, he was just kind of chill.
Oh yeah. I feel that. That's wild. I didn't know you knew Dave Chappelle. That's crazy.
I don't know him. He was just. He wasn't in KSI or anything. He just hung out.
I didn't know you guys had Thanksgiving dinner together.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Imagine I just kept going. Like I didn't know y'all hung out like that. All right, hell yeah. What else, Landry? What do you got?
At their peak, how many members did KSI have, and how many full-time paid employees did you have, and what did they do?
A lot of them. A lot of the people were paid gamers in pro tournaments, but then we had staff members that had to organize things, set things up. Most of our finance went towards the pro gaming league. Peak of KSI was probably 130 to 140,000
at once.
At one time, yes.
Damn.
Let me ask you something, because you were saying you were terrible with names earlier. Who were in your career, KSI career? What are names you still remember? Like people, obviously Dead Meat and Cyrus and those guys, but of the people around you, who do you still remember? Who do you still have contact with?
You guys, JT. I talked to Corey, JT, Callie, sometimes Big BT.
Yeah, I seen you guys were having a good conversation on Twitter not long ago.
Big BT and I?
He wasn't really talking. You were talking a lot about him.
Yeah. He and I have our issues.
Yeah. Hear me out, man. Look, boxing match. You versus BT. Would you do it?
A boxing match?
An actual, like, televised, live streamed boxing match. Like, gear, everything. It'd be all safe and secure. You versus BT.
Oh, I would girl him.
No, would you do it? I mean, I want your commitment right now, because we're setting up a double wide. We want to have, a nice little wrestling ring out back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, I feel like we could definitely set up a professional clan celebrity boxing match.
Probably wouldn't do it in a trailer park, but if the money's right, yeah, I'd beat his ass.
Okay. Let me ask you another question. Let's bring MEA Lucky Mr. 7. Would you box him?
I mean, I always liked the guy, but sure.
Did KSI start MEA?
No, that's not true.
Where'd that rumor come from?
I don't have a clue. I heard it, but I mean, he did his own thing. They probably broke off. I don't even think they broke off from KSI. Mob broke off from KSI, but I can't say that. They did their own thing.
Didn't Dead Meat say that KSI started MEA?
I mean, it's a rumor. I don't know. I don't know how we would have done that.
Would you have remembered if you did it?
No, I mean, I didn't start MEA. I was pretty much KSI.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're not saying like you were in it, but I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, started it.
No.
Oh, okay.
Dead Meat could have. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, could have. I don't know. That's crazy. That would be an interesting episode to get several KSI creators on here at once. Let you guys just debate everything that happened.
What happened to MEA? Where'd they go?
Prison.
Yeah. I mean, Lucky retired, and it kind of pretty much, he was MEA. So.
Didn't Sonic like kill a man?
Sonic did, yeah. The guy that took over MEA after Lucky retired was MEA Sonic, yeah, and he went to prison for manslaughter.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he ran over a guy that was walking in front of his church while he was drunk and driving.
Seems like I heard something about that.
Yeah.
That was kind of like right as I had left or something. I heard something about it right after that.
Yeah, that was after the last. That was actually right about the peak of the fucking last KSI MEA war.
All right, Bill. Let's get down to nitty gritty, man. All right. So I was barred from the KSI Christian Gamers Halo Church because someone forged, Forge mode, right? You make maps and shit. In Forge mode, someone thought it was a good idea that where I sit every week, they would place fire grenades, okay? Now, I don't know if you ever attended the Halo Church when Crucified and Javelin and all those weirdos were doing that, but these fire grenades were placed there, and I accidentally burnt the entire church to the ground, okay? First of all, the whole idea of constructing a church out of wooden pallets, terrible, okay? Whoever constructed that church, fuck them, all right? Secondly, why was I banned from KSI Halo Church, and can this be corrected in the future?
What the hell are you even talking about? A church?
You don't remember Christian Gamers? You went on that whole thing, like Holy Ground and all that shit? You don't remember that?
Yeah, it was a thing. I was working with some guy out of Nashville. They were doing tournaments, but they built pallets.
They literally built a church. Remember? All right, you probably don't even remember Halo. The church was made out of wood, okay? Wooden Halo pallets. I burnt the whole fucker down to the ground, and I was banned from church. How do you get banned from church, especially video game church?
Yeah, I don't even know how to answer that. I didn't know there was a church in Halo.
All right, well, it was a very serious situation. But leading on to that, why I really wanted to ask that is, like, do you ever regret, or like, do you have any like alternative feelings about kind of, because there was a really strong push for the whole Christian gamer thing in KSI for a minute. I don't know if you remember, but I distinctly remember you like pulling people into the party and like saying, we'll see whose side God is on and all kinds of crazy shit. Do you ever feel that maybe pushing the community towards like a religion was a bad idea?
No, I don't. No, I really don't. I don't remember pulling people in, asking them whether they believed in God or whatever you just said. But
yeah,
sure, we'll go with that.
Well, it was something. It was regardless. It was something along the lines. But
there was a lot of Christian gamers that wanted to.
Yeah, go ahead.
There was Christian gamers that wanted to be recognized and being. As we were, we just kind of allowed anybody to do whatever they wanted. If they believed in God, if they were gay, whatever it was KSI. We were diverse.
Because I've had people in my community and leaders like propose like other organized religious groups, and I've always kind of stayed away from that, from like organizing like whole religious departments and such, the way that was done. But I've always wondered like your perspective like on that, if you ever felt it.
Politics and religion probably should be left out of gaming.
Yeah, God has no place in the gaming.
No, not with the things we say.
Right.
Yeah.
And hell, the things we do. I was drunk most of the time up until about 5 years ago.
Right.
Since we brought up the the forbidden topic of religion, we could talk about money. What do you think KSI was worth at its peak, and what about now?
Worth as in
Net worth.
Net worth?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the net worth.
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. I really don't have a clue.
Mm.
I don't know how you can make a gaming community
Well,
worth
you had
anything
25
financial.
employees.
You keep hammering me on the 25 employee thing. Do you want to see my tax records too?
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's just wondering, like,
A lot of the money came out of my pocket. It came from sponsors. It came from different groups of people. So,
yeah,
I mean, people were paid for their work. The websites wasn't cheap.
yeah,
Having people to run those weren't cheap. Most of those people were kept in the background and really not a part of KSI.
yeah.
What
But like,
I have a
go ahead.
question because I've never known this. How many, like, who was the biggest sponsor you guys had? Do you remember?
I think it was Pepsi,
We didn't have Pepsi as a sponsor.
Coca-Cola.
No, we didn't have.
What about that time there was Tide Pods on the side of the website? Were we sponsored by Tide?
That was a complete
God
joke.
damn it! I went to school telling motherfuckers I was sponsored by Tide, and they should buy Tide.
The biggest contributions made was either from Microsoft or Justin Freeman.
Who's Justin Freeman?
KSI Justin.
Oh, interesting. So, like, I guess kind of like to go back to that original question, like, let's not even call it net worth. Let's just say, like, on average, like on a yearly basis, like how much would you, counting what you put in, right? Of course, you know what I mean? And counting what everyone put in, how much money do you think, like, circulated through paying employees? Like, how much did employees make, like, per month? Like, what was kind of like the situation? I'm just trying to get, like, you know, a level. You know, I'm not the IRS or nothing. I'm pretty sure you're out of the whole 10-year, whatever the fuck it is. But I'm just trying to figure out, like, what your average monthly income through KSI, like paying out employees, like your cost of running it, essentially monthly.
The cost of running KSI was astronomical at the level that we were running it at because we had legal people that was involved as well. I'm not going to get into numbers, but it did very well for me and my family. I just pretty much blew it on gaming. Pretty much everything that came in went right back out because I wanted websites that, at the time, you know, I wanted Facebook of gaming. That was a pretty expensive project that failed. You can't really compete with Facebook.
Hey, but now listen, we're country folks, so you coming in here using that astronomical shit. I don't know nothing about all that.
Right.
It was I did very well in the time I was in KSI until about 2009.
Okay.
And that's when the market changed. We had a election that took place, and some of the people that sponsorship that was paying us, they didn't have the funds available to pay us anymore. It was a time of change, so a lot of people backed out of the finances that we were bringing.
One would say that KSI started to go downhill when Obama went in office. Do you agree?
There was a lot of change during that time.
Would you say that? Would you credit Obama to the downfall and the issues that kind of occurred?
There was a military contract that we had for years that we lost after that.
What was that about?
Just there wasn't funding for any military advertisement.
Oh.
So I don't want to bash the guy, but yeah, he's a prick.
So you're telling me that there's photos out there of you driving a tank?
No, I didn't drive a tank.
I was just wondering. No further questions, Your Honor.
What do you think caused the downfall of KSI?
Greed.
On whose part?
I don't know. It was pretty awesome, but towards the end, it just turned into everybody stabbing everybody in the back. That's why I walked away. We would start something and people would say that we were doing something bad, and we really weren't. We had no intent of doing anything. We just wanted to, build it as big as we could.
Mm.
When Cyrus and Deadbeat left, it wasn't fun for me anymore.
Yeah.
It was all work. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you guys know. You spend how many hours a day doing it, and then people just
Well, I
badmouth
don't
you?
do shit no more, and I don't get bad mouth no more. So I just kind of relax. Everything kind of self runs. I feel like if you kind of get it to a certain point, and you kind of get it on that level, where it's going in the right direction, I feel like it's almost positive to kind of take a step back. Now, I'm just going to say what other people have said previously. A lot of people, their perspective is that when you take a step back, sometimes you always like step back into the picture of KSI. And are you done for good now, or I mean, is that something that you're eventually going to pursue or come back into the scene? And
I don't know what the future brings, but I'm pretty busy working in hospitals, so it's kind of hard to get away from that because I'll be gone for months at a time.
Yeah.
What talking about things that KSI had accomplished, what are the things that you guys accomplished that you're most proud of?
Education. I wanted to go further with that. I think you guys have taken it to the next level.
Yeah, take that, Jazz. Fuck you.
What are your biggest regrets? If you could go back and not do these things in KSI, what would they be?
I don't know. I don't really regret anything. I think the fame was what pushed me away. Like, it was just when you have, I don't know, let's say 50,000 people that like you, 49,000 hate you. So if you're wanting to do something good, then you hear those 49,000 people. You don't see the bigger picture.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it became too much.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. And we answered that question very similar because the first episode of this podcast, we kind of covered, anything that we regret or anything that we, and obviously there's things that, have taken place or decisions I've made that are less favorable, so forth and so on. But I've always been a firm believer that it leads you to where you are now, and I feel like it's all part of the story, all part of the legacy, good, bad, etc.
What do you feel your legacy is as far as gaming, clans, KSI? What do you think your legacy is?
I don't know. I really don't know. The guy who started gaming communities and was a pain in the ass. I don't know. Yeah. That's the best I can come up with.
It's a tough question when you think about that. I mean, I know what I want my legacy to be. I don't know what, because I think you have a certain amount of control over your legacy, but I also think that your critics kind of forge that also,
Oh, yeah. I've been everything. I've stolen from charity. I've been a drug addict. I've been all kinds of shit.
Yeah, I've heard all kinds of wild.
It got to the point where I couldn't figure out who I was because everybody was saying I was this and that. And
I've heard all those rumors too. Was any of that shit true?
No.
You ever did any drugs? Everybody's done drugs.
Well, when we started KSI, we was all smoking crack, and the Xbox was so cool that we decided we wouldn't pawn that and give up drugs.
Shit, I respect that. I respect the fuck out of that, man. Look, this other day,
I've drank a lot of vodka. I've drank a whole lot of vodka.
I know Dead Meat, and I know that he fucks with the devil's lettuce pretty hard. Yeah.
Oh, the weed? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't stand that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my wife just said I can.
Either. Most people that smoke it they're not reliable.
Yo, excuse me?
Yeah, honey, you're not
what
reliable.
The fuck? Why are we all up in here bashing me? I don't understand.
You probably smoked right before this episode.
Landry, I know you ain't talking.
Okay, so with Cyrus, he would smoke some weed and he would go out and build like the next pyramid of KSI. If I tried that shit, I would be like paranoid and scared of the or something.
Have you ever operated the KSI tank under the influence?
A few times.
All right, that's all I need to know. Your Honor, he's guilty. He's fucking guilty.
Yeah. Damn vodka.
All right,
let me ask you this. When you look back at it, what do you see that were the most pivotal moments in KSI? Like, what game carried you guys over? You know, what moments really pushed you out there to be as big as you were?
Halo. Everything's
Same here.
credited to Halo. The game I hate the most, but Halo. I called it Galo. I mean, me and a guy from Activision made so many jokes about how it was like Crayola Wars. Halo really, I would have never got to go to E3 the times I got to go. I wouldn't have been involved with the MLG. And I'm sure there's probably much better shit out there now, but I wouldn't have been a part of that if it hadn't been for Halo.
Remember how dependent people were on like lobby chats and fucking the private chats? Remember when Xbox 360 had the MSN built into it, the Messenger? How like dependent the organization was on all that before party chats, and like that was a privilege when that shit came in. And this is something we've discussed on the last episode, on several episodes previously, and I kind of want to get your perspective. Is that think about the resources that you had, right? Or think about even the resources that, you know, years later when 360 came out. You know, let's just fast forward to my time, but let alone your time, like when you started that. Think about the resources that were available only, like just private chats on 360, MSN. Everyone essentially had to gather up in a pregame lobby to do anything, to have any essential conversation or so forth and so on. And yet, gaming communities were more prosperous, one could say, in larger scale at that time versus today when gamers and leaders have all the resources and all the abilities at their fingertips, like Discord and Xbox Live party chats holding several people, and just the cross-platform play of being able to play certain games. Like you can play the new Call of Duty with PC and PlayStation people on Xbox, the multi-platformness, but yet so many communities failed to prosper and succeed, yet having more resources than ever. Why do you feel that is?
Halo 2, because it had the clan system, and you had the ability to put 100 people on your friends list, 100 people in your clan list, and you could create different gamer tags. There was sometimes technology brings more pain in the ass than it should, because there's too many people competing. We used MySpace, and I remember one called Gamer Tag Picks. That was a way of communications back in the regular Xbox days. When you guys probably have, you know, more ability to reach out to people now, but back then we had a select group of people we could go out and recruit. We could pull people in easier. The message was stronger.
You feel like game developers have moved away from clans and supporting the systems overall?
I think that as far as clans, they moved away because of us and Mob and MIA and PMS. Yeah, because we were a pain in the ass on that system. At the beginning, it was a private server system. And once it got bigger, it became public domain. And because of it becoming public domain, it was more like going into Walmart. So they had to put new laws into effect to govern or to protect themselves. So, yeah, they got away from the clan thing because it was just a massive headache.
And it's not really a regret. This last thing before we move on. But I know we spoke on, like, not really having any regrets, but do you feel like maybe yourself and other people and, like, the MOB guys and, you know, the MEA guys, et cetera, could have played a larger role in kind of shaping how that ended out? Like, maybe game developers would be more receptive to our genre of clans if, like, leaderships and organizations made the right decisions and kind of, you know, because you had general ideas like switching things from Killing Services Incorporated, Knowledge, Strength, Integrity. There were efforts to kind of move it to a more family-friendly area, but do you feel like that maybe the clan wars and all the other stuff and backstabbing kind of made it to where game developers want nothing to do with us?
Yeah, I kind of do. At the time, though, it was about getting your team to the MLG and everybody showing off their swag, and you know, we kept it under control. But it was that whole pro team stuff was the biggest pain in the ass I've ever dealt with. Down to the pro gamers themselves, they were a nightmare. I mean, I remember paying for a group to go up to New York, and they took their shirts off and put on mob shirts after we'd paid their way. You know, it was that killed it. I think that you guys would have a much easier way to go if it hadn't been for the clan wars.
Was
in the beginning.
KSI ever like banned from any of those events? Because that was a huge rumor, and then there also was an article floating around from a Game Battles website that kind of spoke on it. Was there like a suspension, or like was it a permanent ban, or what was it generally that went down?
So what we did was when we were winning the MLGs, like taking first place, there was a few of them, like 4 of them that we took first place. The way that we got our team in there was we took members from the top teams and put them together and created triggers down. And we kind of got them in there and no one knew it was KSI. When they had to play against, I can't remember what the other team's name was, they had the KSI shirts on. So MLG went to the extreme and even covering up the KSI on their T-shirts.
Why was that? Just
because we weren't Dr. Pepper. We weren't a major sponsor.
Interesting.
Yeah, when they used us to get to the point of being as big as they were, not just us, Mob, PMS, all the gaming communities that went to tournaments, they used us to get to where they needed to be, and then there was like they.
I hate to keep taking shit from everybody else with TerrorCode, but this leads me to one more fucking question. Do you feel like that these gaming developers and these, you just spoke about how MLG, essentially use KSI. Do you feel like a lot of people kind of forget where it all originated from through clans and kind of like just utilize clans to get to a launching point for esports and this broader scene, and kind of like left the clan scene behind, and they kind of did, just utilized us for, their benefit?
What they needed. Yeah, I do agree. Now I've hung out with some of them game developers, and they're like, they're really cool. It's not them; it's their legal teams.
Interesting.
I mean, my biggest fear was like I would wake up and some kid had went into a school and shot some other kid KSI. They're screaming KSI, and the other kid's screaming Mob.
It came close. I lost a 1v1 one time, and I went to school and got in a fist fight wearing a KSI t-shirt. Shit was real.
Oh yeah, yeah. I had a kid come through when we were in Chicago, a kid tried to get through the airport with a gun. He was going to kill me.
Wow.
Yeah, people took it too serious back then. I hope that it's not that way anymore. I hear that people hack each other and that kind of dumb shit. Okay, that's not taking a gun through an airport.
That's true.
How do you feel as the owner of the KSI intellectual property that the YouTubers overshadowed anything that you guys ever had?
I think it's pretty, I don't care. I think it's pretty cool. He was a member of KSI at one point. I saw an interview where he said that it was knowledge, strength, and integrity, and he didn't really say much more than that. But I never met the guy, but it's kind of cool. I guess he took it. That's fine. Whatever.
I heard him on the radio.
Yeah, I know that.
I heard him on the radio the other day. It came up KSI.
Yeah, he's got a rap career going. He's actually like number 2 on the charts. No,
he's a rapper. He's number 2 on the charts. He has songs with Offset and a bunch of other people you don't fucking know.
Yeah, I mean, awesome. I guess. I mean, at least
if he did a song with Tiesto or something, you'd be all over that shit.
Yeah, I probably would.
Hell yeah. Are you secretly Tiesto? Secretly Tiesto.
Am I what?
Are you related to that man? Have you had fantasies about sucking that man off at all? Just check. Hey, I have to ask the hard questions the public wants to know, Bill.
I mean, it's cool if it's not on your mind, it's in your mouth, bro. But I'm good. I said if it's not in your mouth, it's on your mind.
Hey, man, I understand.
Corey.
Hey, that's what the people want to hear, Bill. Hey, they just want to know if you are Tiesto.
I will ask tough questions. I'll ask one right now. Nodis, what do you think about Fuzzy Meat?
Yeah, he's a prick.
I agree.
I've never liked that fucker. I didn't like him when he was in KSI. One day he's Republican, the next day he's liberal. I don't know what he is. He was always just kind of wishy-washy.
Fucking Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I swear to God, your name was in there because you were in the room.
Well, just for that, I want to have to be in front of Fuzzy Meat now. I'm upping my request.
Yeah. Sorry, man. Sorry, you have
Just
to listen to that
let
one,
me decide who's in the Hall of Fame. Can I just be the panel?
I'm probably not really mad at him anymore. At the time, I was just like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I think the only person I really hold a grudge against is probably that Elder Peter guy because he never shuts up.
Oh yeah.
You accused him of being a cyber
Worldwide
thief.
credit card thief. Is that true?
I don't know. Maybe depends on how much I
That's
had
a
to drink when I
broad.
accused him.
That's a broad fucking accusation.
It was a bold statement.
A little extreme, Bill.
The tweet's been deleted. Do you remember like what basis that was off of when you tweeted it?
Oh, I don't have a clue.
Okay.
We were fighting about something. I mean, hell, we still fight to this day. I don't know how the hell this guy ends up back on my freaking Twitter list.
Bill said, "I don't have a clue how I came up with that."
You mentioned the political differences with you and Fuzzy, and that was sort of a scandal back in the day. What do you think the biggest scandal KSI had was, and how did you guys react to it?
Shit, it was like every other day. I don't know. I can't really name one.
I mean, there are a couple. We could go over them.
Okay.
So the whole thing with United.
At that point, I really didn't care. I was done.
Look, I want to ask a question.
The problem with that was there was some towelhead that came on our website, on our forums, the place I hated the most, and he was trying to recruit people into his jihad.
No, that's what happened when Fuzzy left. United was Becca and Shoddy and them.
Sorry, somebody called in on my phone.
Yeah.
So this guy comes in and he's trying to recruit people for his jihad beliefs, and I just shut the guy down real quick, kicked him off the site and all. And they used that as some political bullshit against me.
That was .org.
Yeah, so that was .org. I asked about United.
I'm pretty sure it was United. Whoa, United! You're talking with Shoddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Shoddy and Becca mad. And all them.
I didn't care. I may have acted like I did for show, but I didn't care. Always liked Shoddy. I never liked Shoddy's girlfriend, but I liked him.
I can definitely concur with that. She run that man.
Yeah, she did. He's still around. I haven't heard from him in years.
No, I have not heard from them in forever. I want to ask you something.
The story I heard was there's something about an N-word or something about racism.
What? That was .org.
No, United BT told me that there was something to do with some kind of racism, that someone was being racist.
Yeah, because I kicked some towelhead off the website.
No, that was .org.
No, that was .org. This is when I think you're talking about when you got into the argument with Killaburn and called him the N-word, and Black Ghost got mad. That's why Black Ghost went to United.
Call him that.
Do you remember Killaburn?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you ever talk to him?
He was a top recruiter.
You ever talk to him anymore?
No, I haven't in years.
We were talking about these breakoffs that happened. I've always wondered, because you heard different things, like how many people left with each breakoff? Do you remember?
Thousands. Each time it was thousands.
I mean yeah. That's what I've heard.
That's
you know how it is, man. You build up an area, somebody goes rogue. Typically, some chick comes in and does something stupid. You got to be like, hey, stop. And then she's like, she's against you from then on. A lot of times it was chicks. Not blaming chicks for everything, but we've had some good ones.
I don't know, man. With the .org thing, with that thing, that statement you said, what you referred to him as, do you feel like that's possibly why they left?
Oh, I don't really care. The guy was a towelhead.
We
checked him out. We looked into his records, and he was trying to recruit for, his jihad bullshit. Yeah, he was a towelhead. That's how I feel about it. I mean, whatever everybody wants to say or how they want to paint it, I don't care.
I mean, I don't know the guy.
Yeah, he was on there, putting his Quran on there and trying to recruit people into an organization that was about terrorism. So what was I going to say? Hey, yeah, man, go ahead.
One of the consistent scandals or rumors throughout all of these breakoffs is basically alleging that you are essentially racist. Do you think people are conflating your Southern hospitality with something that it isn't?
I mean, the code of conduct. Code of conduct.
I'm not saying
was based on racism. The foundation of KSI was myself, some redneck from Tennessee, Cyrus, some really educated guy from Ohio who's black, and then Dead Meat. We all know Dead Meat. He's Hispanic. And that was our foundation. Yep. And after that, we let females lead. Everybody that came in was based on race. You know, we wanted to keep diversity in KSI. So for them to turn that against me, you know, that's just the same bullshit I was used to while I left.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy. It wasn't.
Do you wish
easy being
looking?
You know, there wasn't other options. So it was me or Mob or MEA. There wasn't a lot of options. You know, so I had to be the asshole for everything.
Yeah.
These allegations have basically been unopposed the whole time due to your departure from the scene. Do you think that people just need to get to know you better, or that, you know, maybe being more active in the scene would help your reputation?
I'm so far away from it now. You know, I'm just that far away from it. Every once in a while, I'd like jump back in. Hey guys, how's it going? What's said about me? I don't really care. I did what I did. You know, we're all here today. So,
yeah,
I did something pretty cool. It was pretty
cool.
I didn't do it alone. You know, there was a lot of people that helped me. And I'm thankful for their help. I'm thankful to see that you guys are taking it a step forward.
Yeah. One could say we even deserve, all of us, Holler of Fame spots.
I mean, why not?
Look, Bill, got a proposition. Look, I say fuck that whole panel. Tell JT that I will personally decide. I will be the gatekeeper of the Hall of Fame, and I will personally induct every single person because I feel like it's the only right way.
I can't tell JT that. Right? I mean, I can only encourage him to put the people in there that was a part of it. Why you're not there, I don't know. I don't have an answer for that, but I can't tell JT anything. He does his own thing. He always has.
How close were you and Black Ghost?
I mean, he laid in the bed next to me and snored. The guy snores loud.
So, have you spoken to him? Is that friendship over? Did it end over Xbox? I mean,
I think we're still friends. I don't know. I hope.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other people that was in leadership that hated him for whatever reason. I think he's pretty cool. I hung out with him several events. He's funny.
Yeah, I always liked Black Ghost. Yeah, I mean, Black Ghost was a bullshitter. You know what I mean? Like, he could talk.
Yeah, he could. He was like, I could go in a room and we could I could be talking shit and call him out on being gay or something, just, you know, being fun. And that's every time he would come up with something, and I'd be just like, all right, man, I'm out of here. He was probably the only person that.
What do you think about Rag?
Shit.
Yeah.
What do you think about Ragnarok's?
I mean, I miss his mom.
I mean, I knew you guys were super close.
Yeah, Ragnarok's was cool.
I mean, you and his mom.
I mean, that's personal. Me and her were really close.
Yeah, I heard about what y'all was doing outside that boxing clinic now. I heard what y'all was doing outside there behind back. I saw it. You was wearing a KSI jersey and all.
Wow. That's pretty rough.
To your recollection, how many chins does O'Malley have?
So I heard a rumor.
Quite a few.
I heard a rumor that the game Left 4 Dead, there's a character called the Boomer that it was actually based off O'Malley.
I don't know. I don't even know what happened to that guy.
I shit you not, I was in his party one time and he literally made the exact same sounds. Like, I'm not talking about how he looks or none of that. I don't give a fuck. The sound effects, the grunts, the overall displeasure that came out of that guy's mouth literally sounded like a Left 4 Dead
He just spoke to
Boomer.
you on Twitter the other day, Cord. You're gonna sit here and talk about that man.
What did he say?
He was this SYN guy that said, "Hey, I'm here," and you said that's a relic from the past. That was O'Malley.
We ain't even talking shit. It's a fucking fact. I said I don't care what he looks like. I think the dude's a handsome young man. But look, I'm just saying that he made sound effects that made it almost seem like he was a boomer from Left 4 Dead.
The first time I ever heard from O'Malley, me and Black Ghost were arguing, and I get a message from O'Malley, and they've looked me up, and they know I'm from Texas. Black Ghost is from Texas. O'Malley's from Texas. And O'Malley told me if I would come down to Galveston and meet him on the beach, he would beat my fat ass all up and down the Galveston coast.
Wow,
So
that's super
don't go
ironic.
to that beach. I was there on a cruise I went out on like back in September. Man, there's like oil in the water or something. That ain't even a beach.
Yeah, I live about 45 minutes from there, so yeah, there's definitely oil in the water in Texas.
Yeah, it was bad. The cruise was cool. The people that I hung out with on the cruise, man, y'all are hellraisers down there.
Oh yeah.
If you were to be put into the XGC clan sorting hat, do you think that you're more of an underground bad boy type gamer, a family-oriented king of gaming, or a straight-laced XGC member?
All of the above?
Well, I mean, are you like straight-laced? Are you a bad boy? Are you more family-oriented?
I guess I'm all of the above. I mean, I don't know if I'm
bad boy.
Yeah. I mean, I've got like
You're a family-oriented bad boy.
Know how to answer that.
Do you ever forget how many
7 kids? That's a lot.
Do you ever forget their names?
Dates, man, I'm not going to remember that shit.
Oh, yeah.
They got grandkids now. How the hell am I going to remember that?
They made a different clan for each type of personality. I personally, if I may speak, I personally think you would try to sneak into the exiled gamer girls. Yeah, you would try and sneak in
that's like
a locker room type deal.
Fucking crazy. Is that based on the wild? Is that that way? That I'm with a 27-year-old that's hot as hell. I mean, I don't know.
Well, exactly.
Bill,
you're a historically notorious poonhound.
Thanks, my wife's involved in this now. Thanks, bro.
Yo, is it true that the ladies in your life all have matching KSI tattoos?
None of them had a KSI tattoo.
Do you brand the women of your life?
I'm good. No.
It was just a joke.
On their ass.
All right.
Yeah.
On their ass. All right.
Who started XGC? Was it 00 or
he started the first round of it? I don't know what happened to that, but I think that Corey kind of took over that.
Oh no, I just jacked their whole branding and said fuck them.
That was a slick move.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious. I just noticed that they were invisible, and I was like, damn, I'm not invisible, so I have the one up.
Yeah, that's true.
I shit you not, Bill. They claim they have 80,000 members right now. None of them exist. Where are they?
XGC claims that they have 80,000 members currently. If we were to get sponsors involved, do you think that's a more iron tight claim or your 140,000
They always
claim?
inflated their numbers, which gave me more numbers. The three biggest gaming communities that I've known has been KSI, MOB, and PMS. And
what about the H2O Simp Boys?
BS. Yeah, it's
okay. So you consider them both.
How many members did MOB and PMS have back in the day?
I think we were all sitting around about 30,000.
Yeah,
and that was. I mean, this was.
I thought you had 140
this was
at once.
360. 360. It blew up for a minute, and then as fast as it blew up, it kind of went away.
So, a lot of times the PMS and H2O crowd is kind of, it's submissive guys who are paired up with a girl. And so, it's very dominant female driven. KSI had the opposite reputation of a bunch of poonhounds at the top trying to get e-girl nudes. Which system do you think was more efficient? And marriage is achieved. I mean,
they had more going for them than we do because we're guys. So their H2O could.
That's true.
Beat our numbers in a minute.
Did you ever hook up with any Xbox girls?
No.
Who created PMS?
No, I didn't.
Okay, hold up. You gotta hear this.
Bullshit, you lying ass. I know you fucked someone. Bill,
did.
Was aligning with PMS a direct way to slay more pussy?
I never slept with any of them girls.
Was you trying to align with PMS to help your boys?
I was just trying to get off the rack, bro. Yeah,
off
dude,
the legs.
they had me like
Who
painted
made
as Satan.
who
I
made
had to change my
PMS?
gamer tag and everything because of them. They had what's that they had some girl magazine coming after me. They was getting ready to sue me.
Wow. Who? Yeah, that's a good question. Who created PMS?
Athena and Athena twin. They're twins. Amy and Amber. Huh?
Which one's hotter?
Probably Amy.
Which one's hotter?
Who's tighter?
I don't know.
Does anyone have a rat tail?
Yeah, I don't know.
I only fuck girls with rat tails. That's why I
No,
was asking.
them girls were mean. Them twins were mean.
Do you think that, the modern term simp, do you think that that has origins
Simp.
going all the way
Are you
back
talking
to
about, like,
H2O?
man buns and stuff?
No, a simp in today's youth terminology, I know you're a little older, is a man who is like a simpleton for females on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Like, will do anything for them, defend them like blindly. Going back to the H2O boys, what do you think if you're joining H2O back in the day? What's your prerogative?
Either you're a girl,
Why are you
or
joining?
you want to kiss a girl's ass?
Yeah.
I heard the Human Centipede was actually based off like an early prototype
They
of
did
H2O
pretty
and
cool stuff with the
PMS.
rag dolls, but I don't know. They're
The frag dolls, you
whatever
mean?
the hell they were.
Rag dolls? I feel like that's like a minstrel
was.
thing.
Yeah,
Well,
I was about to ask
rag-
about that. What did PMS even
Pandora's
stand
Mighty
for?
Soldier.
Psychotic Manslayers. That's how they started out.
Oh.
Well, now it stands for Pandora's
Of
Mighty
course it
Soldiers.
does.
Are they still a
I
thing?
don't have a clue.
They are still a thing, but they lost their Bethesda or it was Ubisoft, wasn't it? Ubisoft contract. Frag dolls is no longer a thing.
The rag dolls.
PMS is still a thing. Rag dolls, yeah.
Do you guys think anybody ever was like deprived enough to pretend to be a transvestite to get into PMS?
I don't know for sure, but yeah, sure, of course.
We should have
What
them
is your
on the
views on
podcast.
transvestites?
Now, hold up. Now, you talked about how much you love them girls. If a transvestite did sneak in, would you treat them like any other girl?
They pretty much ran our girls' teams.
Trans?
I don't know. I don't know what the hell they were. They were fucking mean.
They were
they
what?
acted like men. I don't know what they were. Lesbians, maybe? I don't know.
So it doesn't matter, trans, born a woman, you go to Pound Town the same.
Yeah. I mean, Corey might.
Why the fuck are you dragging me into this, buddy? That was directed at you. And just because I would doesn't mean anything.
We all know Game would.
Yeah, damn well.
Yeah.
Hell, Gang was out there behind the Suboxone clinic with your ass.
Yeah, I heard that bullshit. Yeah, I've never been to a methadone clinic.
I know for a fact that you were behind the Suboxone clinic receiving head.
Yeah, it was from one of the
I ain't saying you were
transvestites
on
from PMS.
Suboxone. You were not. I'm not saying you were on Suboxone, Bill. I'm just saying you were behind the clinic. Whatever
I
happened,
was
I
getting
don't
the
know.
trash, man. They like threw some away in there.
Oh hell yeah!
I recently watched a voiceover IP video log of you showing us into your home. Are you familiar with that video? Yeah, and you open the door and it's crazy in there. It's a club. Have you seen the video?
We were doing a study on voiceover IP before it became what it is today.
Was that an accurate representation of your life?
At the time? I don't know. Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna add that video to the YouTube version of this podcast. That's crazy. That's awesome. Yeah, those videos were very entertaining, man. All those videos you did on your channel.
7 or 77DS, creator of the KSI Global Gaming Network, and my first ever voiceover IP media blog. You hear so much about me and never really get to see what my real life is like. So we're going to take a unique look inside of my real life to close all of those things that are said about me. You like my shades? Yeah, come on, let's go. Here's the door, and we walk into my world. first look into the real life of me. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Looks pretty normal. I'm gonna throw some stuff into this video that happened yesterday. We had a birthday party of sorts. I cooked a lot of food, I'll say that. I don't know if I got me grilling, but we got quite a bit of stuff. We actually got some people dancing. They were doing the Russian dance to Tiesto songs. So I'm gonna throw some of that in there just to embarrass them when everybody looks at this. Everybody have a good day.
Yeah, those videos were very entertaining, man. All those videos you did on your channel.
Yeah, when you were in the Y, what were you thinking? Staring out at that empty, like
So the task force.
What was
So
that?
cheers.
Where were
Something
you in
hear
that
a lot
video?
today. The task force meeting was a meeting set up for me to say goodbye.
Where was that? Yeah, there are so many rumors about that video. Where did you record that video?
Marriott downtown.
The Marriott.
No,
Oh, so it wasn't the YMCA.
So you were at the Marriott, and what was the guy's name that when you stepped down that took over? KSI Solid 7, wasn't he one of them?
I don't have a clue.
Adidas.
It was kind of one of those
I
things
remember
I can have a
Adidas.
see a piece.
What do you remember Ray's Drake?
Yeah.
Do you ever have contact with him anymore?
I think every once in a while he'll hit me up on Twitter or something. Not really.
Do you remember why he was removed?
No, I don't. Who'd he piss? Who'd he piss off?
That's another one of those things. So many rumors out there. That's why I just thought I would ask.
I don't have a clue.
I've never known to.
All right. Whenever they fuck everything up, man, just so you know, I'm next in line, bro. I'll fix it for you. All right? I got it. All right, man. Because you know they're going to fuck everything up. They already can't put me on the Hall of Fame, so that's a
You're really
telltale of what's to come. I'm very fucking pissed. It all comes back to that. How the hell can you come out and say you're going to do all these positive changes and rewrite the past and do all this great shit, but you can't even make right with the fucking shit that's done? Like, literally, I've never seen something so ridiculous. And it's not just me. There's tons of people. Let me tell you a story. All right? So Jasmine said she will see about getting BT re-added. Someone that should have never been fucking removed. And I don't give a fuck what you think about BT, whatever. No one can dispute that he put hella time into KSI, and his Hall of Fame spot shouldn't even be in fucking question. That's ridiculous to me.
Remove that.
Dude, whenever JT and them, man, I'm not gonna front. Whenever they fucking Exodus, fucking, BT, you remember that? You were pissed about it too. When they fucking fucked over BT, when they fucked over Cali, when they fucked over Game even, right? Fucking, they removed him from the Hall of Fame. Dude, you're like, that's fucked up. I don't think they should be able to fuck with history like that.
No, I don't agree with rewriting history.
Yeah, when you put someone in the Hall of Fame, they should stay,
I don't really know the guy who's running things right now. I know JT. JT has my blessing on whatever he does. Ever who took him off the Hall of Fame, that was wrong. I mean, I want to argue with Big BT, but I always have. That's just how we are.
Yeah.
He should be on the Hall of Fame. A lot of people, if anyone is removed from it, that's not cool.
What about Dallas?
Yeah.
Do you still talk to Dallas?
Every once in a while.
I always liked Dallas too. He seemed like a good guy.
He's nuts. That guy has more shoes than anybody I've ever met. Yeah, he's got a lot of shoes.
I like shoes myself. I understand.
He's got a lot of shoes, man. He'd go out shopping just to buy shoes.
Wow.
Damn, I just saw another episode, man.
I miss.
We
I
could
really
go.
miss
You know how
the days
complex.
that, I would like stay up all night, and then Shotty would take over in the morning, and then Ghost would have middays. I miss that. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I remember those days when we first started TSB, and you were running shit in shifts.
We had a lot of fun. we'd get on there and talk shit and pass everything over to the next person.
I remember one time you invited me to a party at like 5 o'clock in the morning. And you had like 6 little squeaking bastards in there and had them all start talking shit.
I don't doubt that.
And they were making fun of me because I was watching wrestling stories on Netflix, and the little sumbitches started laughing at me. It pissed me off.
Hey, I don't want to hear no damn disrespect to wrestling. Now that's America's sport.
I was watching the Von Erich story on fucking Netflix, and Nodis got mad at me, invited me to a party, and he literally had 6 kids in there start yelling at me.
Bro, I shit you not. He will never remember it. But one time he invited this fucking VGK kid to the party, and I shit you not. Fucking that guy said, "God bless you." Bill said, "We'll see whose side God is on," and kicked him from the party. You did that, Bill. I don't give a fuck what you say, bro. I ain't talking shit, but it happened. It was hilarious. It was the best. It was a good experience. You did do some crazy shit, man, but I feel like that was all part of the character, low key. You definitely achieved being an asshole.
Oh yeah, it was all an act. I mean, 90% of what I did was an act. I was never even mad. I may have sounded mad. I wasn't. I didn't give a shit.
No, you were never mad. I always got I don't take this serious kind of vibe. Well, at least from when I met you in 2008.
Listen, I want to talk about something extremely scandalous before we end this and I forget. What about all the videos of you falling asleep during meetings and snoring on mic?
Oh, fuck me. You would bring that shit up. All right, I sound like a billy goat. You got me. So I went to the dentist and had a pretty, major procedure. Had some wisdom teeth pulled out. And so I came home and I'd taken Demerol. And I passed out. That's what the shit does. And I snored like a billy goat.
And they recorded the
they got me.
You.
That was the only time.
Bro, KSI loved recording that shit, man.
That was the only time I ever passed out. And they got me that one time.
They love doing that shit. Recording people snoring and shit. That's like a weird fetish they're into.
I mean, if it excites you, I mean, whatever.
Do you think the KSIs will ever unite?
I don't know. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be cool to, bring it back to some, I don't know. What you guys are doing is pretty cool.
Have you ever thought about coming back and uniting the houses and like putting KSI back to what it was?
Every once in a while, but then I'm just too busy.
Do you think in today's climate that it's possible to do that?
Not with me. I don't think so. I don't understand the format that you guys have. And when I have kind of tried to dive back in a few times in the past, I don't know that I could find a way to build from that. It's just there's too much going on. You guys are way ahead of me on that. So I don't think that I could come back to the capacity to ever make it what it was before.
You can literally recruit kids from apps now, not even on the console.
Yeah. I mean, the time it would take, I don't know. I just don't have the time for it anymore. I'm too busy trying to get to a fucking island.
Yeah, no shit. Me too.
Yeah, well, United, they suck anyway.
Yeah.
Americans not much better. They screwed me out of money a few times.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to book my flights. So I don't know where I'm going. Then all of a sudden they tell me where I'm going, me and my wife, or my wife and I. And we just, you got to go to New York. Pretty much that's where we end up always.
Bill, you ever been to a Save-A-Lot?
Yeah, there's a few here.
You ever drink a Mountain Holler?
A Mountain Holler. I think that's like a Mountain Dew.
No, it's 10 times better. Not really. It's cheaper, which is better.
No, I haven't. Maybe my wife has.
Are you interested in coming out? Because we're looking at getting like a content creation type house, type double wide type deal, where we're all staying together, creating content, recording this podcast that you're on right here, and a bunch of other shows. Would you ever come out for a week as a special guest to the double wide and let us record content and work together?
To the double wide?
It is a double wide, and it's going to be the trashiest double wide you've ever seen. There's going to be a rusted out S10 parked in the front yard with a mountain of Mountain Holler cans in the back, and there's going to be lawn chairs everywhere in our living room.
And a bunch of dogs.
A bunch of dogs, probably about 47 dogs.
Fuck, I hate dogs.
And we do chicken fights in the back room.
Yes.
Is there beer involved?
No,
I'm
yeah,
not coming.
lots of beer.
There's Everclear.
Everclear.
We got
shoot
some
feet off the
Everclear.
deck.
That's realistically all we got. We be sipping creek water. You like whiskey?
No, I'd vodka only.
All right, well,
What
we
kind
got
of
Everclear.
vodka?
We
That's
could
close as
try
you
to
get.
mix a martini with Everclear.
What kind of vodka you drink?
Grey Goose, Sebedek, Amsterdam.
Yeah. Have you tried the Tito's?
Yeah, it's good too.
The Texas. That's pretty damn decent, isn't it? Craft vodka from Texas.
It's like right there with the Grey Goose.
Yeah. I like Grey Goose. It's pretty clear. It's
like
I like Ciroc. I like Ciroc Red Berry. That's
So
my jam.
fancy.
Yeah, I don't know that I've tried that yet. I don't know. That last cruise I went on, I probably tried it all.
Yeah, I always want to look really cool at bars and drink a martini and stuff, but they all taste like ass to me. I've tried dirty martinis. I've tried everything. They taste like ass.
It's a acquired taste. If you like olives, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of kills the taste of vodka.
Yeah, because vodka tastes like fucking rubbing alcohol.
It does.
So,
Man, I drink Everclear out of wine glasses and shit. You know what I'm saying? We would have that classy shit.
about the only way I can drink vodka straight back when I was, fucked up all the time is I'd take a handful of hydrocodone or Vicodin and I would chew them up and I would wash it down with a big slug of vodka.
What the fuck? Yeah, I can't do opiates.
Yeah. I can't either.
They give me some hydrocodone at the dentist office or wherever I'm at, and I'm throwing up afterwards. I can't take that shit.
Yeah. No, I got clean when I was in prison last time, and I ain't going back.
Jesus. Y'all old as hell.
Oh, fuck you.
Y'all old as fuck. Y'all prehistoric. Talking about going to prison like y'all had multiple terms and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, I ain't been to prison, asshole. I worked in law enforcement. Now I tell doctors
Hey, that don't mean shit.
I tell medical people where to point and click their mouth.
I do see you be doing that shit all the time, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm surprised your old ass is technological enough to even do that.
Yeah, me too. That's the programs that we train are probably the hardest. I work in oncology, and it's not just hard teaching people how to use the program, but you're seeing the sickest people on earth. It's pretty hard, but they're fighters.
Do you ever talk to them about KSI?
No, I don't really talk to anyone in my personal life about KSI. They don't understand. They don't have a clue of the magnitude of things that not just me, all of you have done. They can't comprehend any of it. It's like, yeah, we had these educational programs and we had these training groups and we had, these pro teams that went to events, and they're like, what? What are you talking about, dude? Are you crazy?
Do you get that a lot?
Yeah, well, every once in a while. If I talk about KSI, yeah.
Everyone thinks I'm insane.
Fuck them.
Yeah. Fuck them.
Yeah, my family thinks I'm insane, especially when kids from Xbox start calling my mother and sisters and brother and shit.
Oh, yeah. I feel you there. How did you get their numbers? I don't know. I hacked into something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had bodyguards at one point because of it. I was just like, okay, well, I just want to whip somebody's ass, but whatever.
How many bodyguards did you have?
2. They were private investigators. They were out of Knoxville, Tennessee, and they were smoking cigars and pissing off my neighbors, and so I had to run them off. It was because there was
How much did that cost?
It didn't cost me shit, but it was because they had made some threats and they were carrying out threats against me.
Who was it? Did you find out who the people were making the
No
threat?
clue. They couldn't tell me that.
Did you work for the NSA?
The what? No.
Yeah. Could you tell me if you did?
No, I didn't work for the NSA. You're good.
He said no, so that's all I'm gonna say. Look, he first before he said that, you asked him a question. Could you tell me if you did? He said no. If I didn't work for the
I did.
That's all I'm saying.
I didn't work for NSA.
All right, man. Whatever you say, bro. We believe you. Wink, wink.
The National Security Agency. They're like they listen to everything we say.
All right, man. All right. Agent Bill.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
how long did it take after you retired from Xbox for all that shit to settle down?
The day I walked away.
The day you walked away, they pretty much all just turned their attention to someone else?
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess so, because, I mean, I always kept it pretty private in my personal life. So, yeah, I was left alone.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm someone else.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, no one in my around me locally knew anything about my involvement with KSI. My private life was my private life, and I tried to keep it private, away from, a bunch of pissed off kids that didn't like me because they were in clan whatever.
Yeah, I did that for like a decade, and then it didn't work anymore. Yeah, I did that for a long time, man.
I heard
remember
some
you
shit
telling
from
me that
Big
shit.
BT. He was like, had burner phones and all kinds of shit.
Big BT is the most. I love him to death, but he's the most fucking paranoid motherfucker ever. If I don't talk to him for 3 days, he thinks I'm like plotting on him.
That's Big BT.
I love him though, man. He's one of my best friends, dude. He's dope.
Is that BT's personality, or was that because he was in that era at KSI?
He was stuck in a messed up era.
Yeah.
They'd tear it down, he'd build it back. They'd tear it down, he'd build it back.
What's your views on the blacklist, man?
I don't know. Don't care. It was effective at the time to get people into a legal system or a made-up court system so that we could try to get them back into the community.
You feel like it ever like turned into like a power type thing where, because I know me personally, and I'm not talking shit, because me personally in my community, I kind of utilize the blacklist blueprint, dude, and I let shit get way out of hand.
It can
where
quick.
Like, huh?
It can quick. It can isolate you from, everyone, because
Yeah.
you don't trust anybody.
Yeah. It's definitely caused paranoia, dude, and I really wish fucking because I didn't really have no peers, man, because like after you kind of disappeared and shit, I didn't really have a whole ton of people I can rely on to like ask things about, and like community knowledge and shit like that, dude. So I was just rolling with the blueprint, man, and that shit definitely, became a tool for segregation and just essentially harassment, and causing a lot of people like almost destroying as many friendships as the community was meant to create.
Yep, I agree. I was so ready to get away from it all. Don't miss it. Guys,
Yeah.
I've got to go.
Hey, dude. Hey,
Okay.
This is a long-ass episode anyways, man. I appreciate you coming on, man. Landry, thank you for being the announcer. You here?
All right. Raise hell, praise Dale.
Keep doing what you
Hell
guys
yeah.
are doing. You're doing awesome. Have a good night.
Hell yeah. All right, guys. What do you think about
that? Yeah.
Ending statements?
I mean, that's not us.
Bro.
He didn't go as far out as I thought he would.
Bro, I literally was so fucking like I literally had to hold my tongue and laugh so much, dude. Like,
listen, when he said he had bodyguards,
that man did not question my identity as Landry one fucking time.
Bro, you are not talking shit about her like that.
Yo.
Bro, what was that voice? Why'd you sound like a fucking lunch lady?
I was trying to sound like Landry with a fucked up nose.
Bro, dude, quick.
What?
Trent, punch
Corey,
Landry in the nose. What?
I know that was you fucking snickered when he said he had bodyguards.
Bro, I fucking was in the... Bro, I wish there was a live cam on me.
Yeah, I heard you laughing in the background too, bro. I swear, like...
Bro, I'm literally laying on my side.
Dude,
right now. I can't believe that just happened. Bro,
when
that was so hard.
That,
what? Like, you can't question him. I pushed him a little bit, and I thought he was going to leave.
Yeah, he basically did leave like very shortly after that. Like, all right, how did you guys like my performance as a professional Landry host? Yeah, he kind of came at me at one point, dude, when I kept pressing him about the company thing.
No, I think it was a good video, man. I think that's him, dude. I mean, that's literally Bill. That's him.
Bro, I think it's funny when I was accusing him of being racist in between him yelling about the towel.
Dude, can we just talk about every time KSI falls apart, it's because he does some racist shit?
Yeah, that's what I
tried to
said,
get to
dude.
that point.
No one. I don't know if you guys picked up on the irony of this, but in between him shouting about the towel heads and their jihadi ways,
Isn't that
I asked him
offensive
if
thing?
he thought that he was racist because the allegations were unopposed, and that if he were to show himself to the world more, that people would be on his side. Completely went over his head that he was being racist as fuck. And I was basically asking him if you know, this
Isn't
was
that a
validating all
racist
the
term for, like
claims.
anyone that's Middle Eastern,
Yes,
essentially?
that is an extremely racist
Yeah.
term.
Like, not even like, dude, like not just like terrorists, like everyone that's Middle Eastern.
Yes.
My favorite thing is he was like so eager to talk about like how racist he was against Muslims, but then the moment I asked him if he called Killaburn the N-word and made Black Ghost angry, no, I would never
Bro,
do that. I would
let's
never
reflect
do
on
that. I'm not
on the text
racist.
message you
but-
sent me. Hit an N-word up.
Yeah, he used the N-word in the text message he sent before the podcast.
Bro.
Like, come on, bro.
You know what?
That is not.
Yo, there's gonna be a hilarious moment in the YouTube one when you show that voiceover IP video log of him
Hey,
touring
Landry.
his house.
Come here. Now, how would you rate Tobin's performance? Do you think that he sounded just like you?
Why was his voice getting deeper?
I thought y'all
Yo,
sounded
I
like...
was doing a fake voice for the first half of the episode and then just gave up on it. I don't know if you guys noticed.
Because you started off like this, and by the end you were like, and then
Whoa, is that Helios talking or is that you?
Oh my god!
I thought that.
Yo, he did not
Bro,
question
you
it
realize
one
now
time.
to double
Yo,
wide
there-
what we have to do, right? We have to dress Helios up like Landry.
Dude, Landry on this podcast straight accused him of being a
Dude, that
poon
was
hound.
crazy, a poon hound, bro. Dude, I love how like I literally point so many things out, and then I draw to conclusions like, no, never that. I'm like, you just admitted to it, like
Yeah, dude, no, like in the middle of him yelling about the towel heads, I'm not raised. Like he got kind of mad. I feel like he got mad at me more than you guys. He seemed like he was.
Yeah, I really appreciate that.
bro. I said some pretty
Yeah.
fucking sarcastic shit though.
Yo,
Yeah, that's true.
Corey,
I think it went over his head. I think the stuff I said was more
when he talked about his bodyguards, I had to put my phone down. I had to put my phone
Bro,
down.
this motherfucker never had bodyguards. Bro, but like,
That
how
man
can
sat
you
right
argue
there and
with
said-
that?
Yo,
Listen,
he never answered my question about whether or not if the Mythbusters got involved, whether the 80K for next year his
Bro,
140K.
Dude, he literally said back then we all had around 20,000 people.
yeah.
And then he,
Immediately
like, called it. He's
contradicts
like, well,
himself.
I mean, I meant back then.
Yeah,
He also said that he and his family lived very well off of KSI.
Bro, like,
A
what
couple
the
of times.
fuck? Yeah,
Yeah.
we were rolling the bacon.
yeah. Yo, you know what's funny is like he got mad. He's like, "Oh, you want to see my tax returns too?" I was
Landry,
like,
why'd you
if
do
I was
that man
supposed to
like
be
that?
I
beat,
told him I wouldn't the IRS.
if I was supposed to be beat, I would have gone way deeper, dude. But I was like, I'm supposed to be Landry. I'm gonna just back off of this and say sorry.
How
Like,
long does the IRS have to come after you? How long does the IRS have to come
You
after
told
you
that
again?
man 10 years on this podcast.
I think it's 10 years.
what was it? I was going
I
off
think
of
it's
your
10
script,
years.
Landry.
I had reminded
I
him
can't
just in
believe
case.
you
I
went
was
at
thinking
Knox
that
like
was
that,
going to make him open up more.
Breathe, and he was like, "What? Go ahead."
Well, he started like skating around, like calling it a company, and when he started like getting all cagey about referring to it as a business or company, I said, "Well, what about your 25 employees? Like those are like how's it not a company if you have 25 employees?" He's like, "Oh, you're so fixated on the 25 employees." It's like, oh my fucking god, bro.
No,
Like,
that was fucking perfect. All right, guys, this is the Creators Corner with Mr XGN and
TSB TERRORCODE.
our
And then
special host.
and he fucking XTG,
Laundry
aka
basket.
Landry.
Land Rover.
Land Rover.
Ow.
Landmine.
Land Rover.
Landline?
Yo,
Bye.
boys are like, you should hit my landline. I'm like, I'd rather hit a landmine. Landry, what's up?
All right.